It's time to address it. For the past few episodes, my base has been increasingly getting covered in sugarcane, and today I think it's reached critical mass and we have to finally address it instead of ignoring it. They have replaced my entire wheat field with sugarcane. Over on this side though, big things are happening, great things are happening even, because this land is now completely unrecognizable. You can see the change in elevation that has happened if you look at those buildings. People are doing stuff. We will participate in this at some point, just not right now. We have other things to do right now. But yeah, this is this is crazy. This is insane. This can't be allowed to continue. And actually, I managed to capture a few moments of me finding out about this initially on camera before my OBS gave out.
Hello.
Huh? Hello? Well, why does it seem like you're running from something?
I'm not running from anything. I'm not running from anything, Orange. I'm not running from anything. I would never be running from anything. Well, hello. Hi.
Hi. I'm so confused.
How's it going? Are you recording?
I started recording when you came over here acting all weird. I think somebody is hiding. He saw a dot. It was very close.
Man, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? I think I might have also just seen something too, actually. I promise you, I'm not in cahoots with whatever's going on.
I feel like I'm being watched. Okay. This is getting out of hand. No, this is not getting out of hand. This is absurd. What the fuck? No. What is this? Took me a while, didn't it? Anyway, this I just haven't removed because it ironically is a pretty good moneymaker for the villagers. Once in a while, just keep harvesting this and selling it to them, and it does wonders. So you know what? I'm not even gonna address it right now. I will address it in this episode, but not right now. Not right now. Right now we have better stuff to do than deal with sugarcane. So you know what? The sugarcane can stay for just a while longer. Now, today we are finally building our first shop. The enchantment shop and whatever else we will be selling in that shop. If you haven't watched my previous video, you won't know this, but last time I designed this absolute gorgeous monstrosity, which is Mr. Robinson's house. This will serve as our first shop in the shopping district that we will build today. The number of sheep and other animals around my base has also drastically increased, and all of this has a reason. It's because we finally figured out how these fellas are escaping. Once in a while, a sheep will jump on another sheep on that lantern over there, and will be able to climb over the fence, which leads to sort of a passive rewilding project where once in a while sheep just wander out of the pen and begin to populate the land. And you know what? I'm keeping it that way. I'm not changing this. I'm not changing this. This is staying. I'm not doing anything about this. This is pretty cool, actually. They can stay. Now, with the design of the build already all completed, it's really easy. I just have to pick out a spot and build the damn thing. And I think here somewhere would be the perfect place. I've already got all the materials. I just have to lock in and do it. And I have been really itching to finally get this thing up. So I'm not gonna waste time. I'm going to hop into a time lapse, explain the lore of this thing while I do it, and build it. And if you want to learn about all the design process and how proud of it I am, you can check out the previous video because it's really good and I like it. So yeah. Let's build Mr. Robinson's house. I have made this time lapse way too long, so I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to make it shorter, so I'm just going to yap over it. Oh, first off, the lore. Yes, the lore of this place is that there was once a fella by the name of Mr. Robinson, and he liked tinkering and making robots and collecting. He was a hoarder of various different items. And he had a house that is very disorganized. And all the stuff he was collecting, it got out of hand. So he invented Mr. Robinson's helpers. He constructed robots to help him organize. And that's what they did. They are organizing, still to this day, because Mr. Robinson just had that much stuff. Mr. Robinson has now left to go somewhere. Who knows? Who knows where he is? But Mr. Robinson's trusty helpers still keep at it, they keep at their task, and they have decided to sell off some of the junk that Mr. Robinson has collected because they can't manage it anymore. There's just too much. So they're organizing a big sale. Everyone can hop on, go over to Mr. Robinson's house and buy whatever they need to buy that Mr. Robinson has collected that he doesn't really need anymore. And that's the lore of it. I will expand further at the end of the video, but that's the gist of it. Now, about other things I can also yap. Number 1, burnout. I want to talk about burnout. So, making videos is great, making videos is very fun, and I love it, but once in a while it just gets to a point, and especially with a build like this. The main reason I don't consider myself a builder is, well, one, obviously, because I don't build that well, and the second reason is I think builders, like, relax by building. I don't know how to explain it. They don't get burnt out from building it as easily. I built this, and I'm very proud of it, but that's it. I have no more building energy. I have to recover. I'm sure that builders would recover by building another thing. That's the recovery process. For me, not so much. And so this is, I think, the last big build that I do in a while that requires a lot of thinking. I need to recover, obviously. And, you know, I hope to come back stronger. Now I've got new skills now from building this. So I hope to, yeah, I've got plans, just no energy to do them right now. And that's it. There's still a couple minutes to go. Not a minute, but a couple seconds. I'll be quiet now. Okay, now the build is complete. The structure itself is here, and it looks nice, but it looks printed in, which is a big issue. The environment around it is very dead, and I want the environment around us to be equally as full of personality as the exterior and the interior. First things first, I just want a perimeter. Just a fence going around the whole thing to get an idea of how much space we need to fill. Okay, I think this is sufficient space. Okay, for now, this will do. Now, I want a path. I want a path, and I want some stuff over here, and I want some stuff over here. Wheelbarrow! I can build a wheelbarrow. Yeah, I like it. I don't like the fact that the banners don't render, but you know what? It is what it is. That's what I get for working with banners. And I think for the path, I might want to use this because if I'm correct, once this dies, which should be anyway, yeah, this looks like stones embedded in some concrete, which I think looks pretty cool. So yeah, brain coral I think is a smart way to do this. We can grab the other ones for good measure as well, why not? Then some gravel, some stone. I don't have andesite. Luckily I know exactly where to get some. The floating andesite pillar that has plagued spawn is now gone. I think we just dig these 4 blocks for sure, and then we just kind of do it sporadically, randomly? Question mark? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at path. Okay, now part of the path itself, I think this is the darkest block, so it should go in the center, and then on the edges we put stone or andesite or whatever we decide. What about a different type of coral? Okay. And then we do a bunch of other ones. Okay, not too bad of a path. Not too bad. Okay, let's bone meal the place up a bit. Flowers I do not want. Pure grass, especially along the path. Yeah, I like this. I like this. We need some those that, and then we're set. Yeah, look at this path. Okay, that's the path. Now we need to do something with this. And I think, looking at the block that I have here, I think it's time to build some trees. Luckily, I had some practice with this the other day. Tree.
Yeah, tree.
Tree.
Where'd tree go?
Just right there. Just slap a tree right in the middle. This is a co-op. This is a co-op. Okay, what's that looking? What's that looking? Would acacia on the bottom be better?
I don't really tend to think when I do this kind of thing.
Craft some tough walls for me if you can.
Walls. One step ahead of you, mate.
Oh, hell yeah. This, isn't tall enough. I don't think this is tall enough. This is live tree designing.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live tree designing is going well.
Honestly, this might be a good tree.
Okay, I think the more top we go, the more thinner the branches get. So fence is more at the top. And yeah. Gonna move this.
I genuinely feel like this looks good.
It does, doesn't it? Like...
Which is like the bit that's shocking me. Orange, you might be able to build custom trees, you know?
This is just like...
Oh.
Oh, love that. Call me crazy. I think the drippiness of it works.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do something really crazy? I'll go to the top. And I'll work on the top while you work on the bottom.
Live tree design. No Mathematica, no Axiom, no nothing.
That looks shit. Yeah, not your bit. Not your bit. I genuinely do have strangely high hopes for this.
Stair? Potentially stair? Yeah, low-key stair look good. I don't hate it.
Genuinely, it's a really good tree. Orange, it's your calling. You've got to build trees.
Don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Is it wrong to say that I love it? Like, Orange, this is such a good tree.
We can put 2 chains here.
Oh my god, like a swing?
Yes, we can make a swing. We're gonna be 1 chain short. 1 chain short. Oh my god. Okay. Dude. Acquire an armor stand. But I have this. Armor stand. Amazing. Okay, so like... This is so goofy. Okay, lower him down. It's a guy.
I love him.
It's a guy. Look at this. Look at this. He's hanging off the tree.
I love him. I love him so much.
This is so cute. Okay. So this guy's just swinging, having a time of his life. These guys are climbing a tree. They all have personality. They're kind of playful. I want to add like another guy because I have another statue. It's more reserved, so he has a different personality. If I can get another armor stand, I can add like a guy right here that's by himself reading a book or something.
I was gonna do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I had that exact same idea.
Love it. Now we lower this down. You slide over there. Yeah!
Yes. It's just a little guy.
Wait, he's holding the book sideways.
Well, yeah. He doesn't know how to read. I think that's funnier. I'm in love.
This is great. This has been an awesome spontaneous tree building. Well, that was great. Now it's time to do all of that, but by myself. Alright, I may not know a lot about building trees, but I do know one thing for certain, and that is what I want. I want a birch tree. Specifically built with azalea leaves. Okay, let's start small under here and go somewhere here with a little shrub more so than a tree. Let's just start adding branch. Too much on this side. More like this. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just placing leaf on wall. That's something. I mean, it looks like a shrub. Okay, we're going with this shrub design, and on this side I want a bigger tree. Still a birch tree, but a bigger one. One using actual, like, logs. But I don't want it to dwarf this or cover it up in any meaningful way. Okay, again, we're just going to start placing without a care in the world. Yeah, maybe something like that. Okay, now we just start placing leaves, and we see what happens. And that looks like a wonky birch tree. Okay, and from this angle, I think it might... Okay, from this angle, it looks too narrow. Okay, we need to extend. We need to put something over on this side, I think. Okay, bigger tree. Bigger tree, not too bad. Okay, with bushes, yeah. Okay, we're cooking. We can do other stuff like, I don't know, a farm would go nice. And then we can make with armor stands, we can make the Mr. Robinson helpers look like they're farming. Okay, well, it's raining now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, something like this. Like that. We're using the iron bars as sort of like wheat rack that they put the wheat on. Something like that. And also, I got an idea. Tall dry grass or short dry grass, I don't know yet. But if we just, I don't know, replace one of these with rooted dirt, for example, and we add this. Once it grows, I think it might look cool. We can do another one here with a short dry grass. Once the wheat grows, I think that might look cool. Okay, now I think we can make a wheelbarrow. Yes, it's a good thing I didn't place grass here. Yeah, okay, we have a wheelbarrow. And now I think we can move on to this side. And this side, what could the golems be doing here? Let's add a campsite. You know, it doesn't make much sense, but let's add a campsite. Yeah, I like this. We can add some golems. Okay, we're cooking. Wildflowers. I think if we sprinkle in some where the dead grass used to be, it might look better. Because wouldn't you know it, these are just dots made up of yellow and white, which is the same color scheme of the first layer of Mr. Robinson's house. So I think if we just sprinkle in a little here and there, it might look good. Now, for the other side, like I have mentioned, I want to make a pond that sort of starts here and just expands. And now where the grass blocks are, that's the size of the pond. Okay, we need to round it up a bit more. Okay, I think we got it. We got it. This is going to be the shape of our pond. This guy is selling a bucket of tropical fish. That actually gives me ideas for the pond. Thank you, sir. I will spare you today, because now the pond is done and made deeper. We can populate it with fish and drip leaf, and I want lily pads as well. And also, I don't like how the dirt looks. I might try converting it into mud. This build is making me gather things I never thought I would gather. Mudding, planting, dripping, kelping, pickling. Okay, I don't know if this will look good, but coral. I think it works. It just needs to be more spread out. But I think we have it. Lily padding. Quickly stealing Harry's cactus flower to test something. You cannot place it on a lily pad. You're in luck, Harry. I'm gonna return it. Releasing the fish. Now we have to make this side look as equally nice as this side. And I know for a fact that either here or here, I want a big tree, bigger than this one here. I want a proper big tree. I was gonna say the base of the trunk looks good, but it started raining, so maybe there's some disagreement between me and the elements. Same old method. Start placing leaves, see what happens. Okay, how does this look? This needs to be covered up. But now that these issues are fixed, I quite like it. I quite like this tree. This log has got to go though. Now over on this side, first thing I want to do is I think sand this corner up. It looks a bit iffy, but I think if we add some details to justify the existence of this, like with armor stands adds like a nautilus shell or something to make it like a imitation beach, I think that might go well. Also, I just got another idea for the scaffolding. Beehives. I think I still have some. I also want another shrub here, I think. There you go. That's better. Now we have a shrub. A real shrub. Okay, we can begin grassing up. This corner needs something. A shack. a tool shack. Something a bit sprucey, like this sort of, like, shack. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. That's a shack. I love this. All right, well, the shed is looking great. The shrubs, the trees are looking good. I think the boat is the final piece, and then we can begin placing armor stands around everywhere, and we'll be done with the outside part. Okay, this is huge. Okay, now how does one build a boat? I think I want it like going like this. If the start of the boat is here, yeah, like that. Okay, and the start of the boat will, I think, be a stair. Do another stair here, and we need a place to sell the items, which can be done at this barrel probably. Yeah, that looks good enough. That looks good enough. We need banners. We can make a sale out of banners. Does that look good? I think it does. It's a little bit weird how it's floating. Maybe if we open the gates, it won't look like it's floating. It looks less like it's floating. We've done it. We've done it. That's a boat. Sorry, I'm mesmerized by my own build. Especially at night. This looks so cool at night. Over on this side, there's not much going on. I love what I did with the back. Look at how pretty this is. Look at how pretty this is. I love this. This is amazing. And now it's time for probably my favorite part ever. One thing I really liked doing about that little segment where me and Lyndeer built a tree is the armor stands. It made me realize just how much personality you can add to a build just with a few of them. So I want to replicate this on a large scale. 5,000 copper golems, and they will all be in varying stages of oxidation. So here around this campfire, I want to add like 3 copper golems, all with various stages of marshmallow burning on the campfire. And armor stands let me do that. With armor stands, I can put a guy on top of the head of the armor stand, and then I can just lower the armor stand. Lower the armor stand. Then with another armor stand, I do the same thing, except I give the guy a stick. Then I just slide him to the arm of the guy. There you go. This guy's got a white marshmallow now. Not cooked whatsoever. It's perfect. It's perfect. We're gonna add more of these, and I've got even black concrete to show that the marshmallow is completely burnt. This will be amazing. There you go. That is just a campfire with 3 golems cooking marshmallows, all with marshmallows cooked to varying degree. Some very much burnt, and also the golems are different sizes. Look at this tiny little guy. He's very cute. Okay. Next one. Okay, I know what to do. This one will be easy. We're just going to give this guy a fishing rod so he can fish in the pond. Next, I want the joyous little guy on the boat. Look at him. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? I want a guy sitting in the wheelbarrow. Adorable. A little fella hanging off the roof here. And I very much want a chef. Now, how do I make a chef? That's how we make a chef. We give him a chef's hat. Okay, this needs to be moved just a little bit, but you can see the idea. Yeah, there we go, look. That's a chef. He has a chef's hat on. Even without copper golems, with armor stands, you can do so much. That's an inkwell for Mr. Robinson to write his book or whatever he's doing. A fella working the field. A fella having fun. A fella playing hide and seek. And that is all I'm showing you. In total, I hid 44 copper golems all around Mr. Robinson's house, and I challenge every single lasagna crafter to go find them. On camera, of course. And if you find all 44, you might even get a prize. Who knows? But with that, I think the build is complete. I think we can do one more review, and then we'll officially be done. Welcome to Mr. Robinson's house, the home of a tinker and a collector that has left his home a long, long time ago. But his home is not lifeless. As you enter the home, you find the lobby, and in it, many of Mr. Robinson's helpers. One of them even manages the table. He keeps track of all the sales and prices here in Mr. Robinson's home. He instructs you to go upstairs, and there you find a very disorganized library, Mr. Robinson's treasured book collection. Here the golems are selling off some of his duplicate books to free up some space. You'll find most of the enchantments you need right here, as well as some other goodies in the boiler room, which for some reason is also in the library. From there you can go visit the parrots. These two parrot siblings were originally raised by magpies, and as a result have a fondness for shiny things, a bunch of which they're selling off. You'll find bells, lanterns, glass, glistening melon, things like these that the parrots have stolen over the years. Right next to their room, you'll find the bannery, a storage room for all the unused banners Mr. Robinson has. The color selection is limited, as he was very picky with his colors. And now it's time for Mr. Robinson's office itself. But not through here, no. That pathway is for helpers only. You'll have to go outside and take a right turn, where you'll find the house at the top, Mr. Robinson's residence itself. Here, constant deliveries of golden carrots are being made via minecart to keep Mr. Robinson's mind sharp and well fed while he works. You can get some for yourself as well. Just catch the minecart. From there you can go on to the balcony and find the archery area. Here you'll find your bow enchantments, and you could even test that out on a target block. Something really cool happens if you do. If you're looking for some fresh air, feel free to go outside. Here a few helpers have set up independent businesses of their own. The chef is always ready to supply you with bread, and even the free cookies found in the lobby. Jim's dock is where you'll find all the fishing rod enchantments you would ever need, and right next to him you'll find Cap and her trusty trident. There you'll find, you guessed it, trident enchantments. And last but not least, just in case you die, you can not only relax on the beach to calm down, but also grab some less than ideal tools to help you get back on track. Diamond tools with some basic enchantments, just so you don't die again. And that is all. Mr. Robinson's helpers invite all LASAGNACRAFTERS to come by and grab some goodies. Pleasant shopping experience is promised.